This is the Holiday Guy, and we have a lot to talk about. So, the It Chapter 2 trailer came out, and I reacted to it. Like I said, today is May 9th. I might upload this video on May 10th, which is tomorrow, but hopefully today. We're breaking down this trailer, and we're talking about a lot of things that were in the trailer. And starting off with Beverly, she goes to her house thinking her dad is there still, and she finds out that actually her dad has passed away. So the old lady answers the door, and she tells Beverly, well, you got bad news. Your dad's been dead for a couple of years now. She brings her in the house, and you know, this movie, the scene, the way it works is so crazy. It's not even the full scene. You can already tell it's been edited, and you can tell it's not the full scene. You can tell. In the movie, it's going to be the full scene, but this in the trailer is not. You can tell. You can tell they've cut it a little bit, but I think this scene's going to be pretty cool when it's all done. I love this shot right here. Beverly looking around the house, seeing what's still there and what's not, what's been moved or what's been thrown out. And I think it's pretty cool how they made it so I'm glad they made it seem like this movie was actually 27 years later after the events of the first movie, and it does feel like this movie is 27 years later after the first movie, which is totally awesome. Do I think the adult actors are going to do a fantastic job, just as good as the kids? Yes. Do I think they could do better? Maybe. I think they're going to do just as good as the kids. But I think the movie, It Chapter 2, is going to be better than the first one that came out in 2017 for many of reasons. The first one was one of the highest grossing horror films of all time. If not, it made $700 million worldwide. And this one, It Chapter 2, is probably going to make at least $1 billion, if not $2 billion. But this is the scene where the lady does her little dance when she runs down the hallway. She doesn't run straight down, she takes a left. And Beverly's looking at the note that she got from that chubby kid that gave her the love note when she was in school, when she was a little girl. And I think it's kind of cool. And here's the old lady, and I love this shot too. This is a great shot. Love it. I really like how they're zooming out on the scenes now. Not like It Chapter 1 where the scenes were mostly zoomed in most of the time. I kind of like how the scenes are zoomed out a little bit more, just to give you more of an atmosphere feel, and it's great. Now, the one thing a lot of people have been really liking about this trailer is every scene is darker. Even when it's bright out, the scenes are darker than the scenes that were in the first movie. When it was bright in the first movie, it was always like, you could tell it was bright. Well, when it's bright in this trailer with the scenes, it's kind of dark in some areas. In the first movie, you didn't get to see that. Really, you didn't. You got to see like a couple, but like this actually feels like it's actually kind of dark, and I like how they fixed that. And the special effects, I think, are going to be even better in this movie. But the old lady in this frickin' scene, this is a great one here. But you know, she's talking about, in Derry, no one really dies, and then she freezes for like a minute, at least like 19 seconds, not even that, probably like maybe 5 seconds, and then she unpauses, and 5 or 9 seconds she pauses, and this is a great, like the way this scene builds up in the trailer, in the teaser trailer, it's really cool. It's not the full scene, as you guys know, like I said, but it's a part of the scene. Another great shot. The lady is frozen now, and Beverly, you should have seen the look on her face. Beverly, before it showed the lady up close frozen, smiling, it showed Beverly, and she was like creeped out, and she realized that something was wrong big time. Beverly finally figured out that something was up, and something was not right. But I think this movie is, for sure gonna knock it out of the park. Like, no doubt this movie is going to. Bill Skarsgård. We're saving that for last. But here's the lady. She's frozen right now. She's smiling and frozen smile mode. I'll just say that. But Pennywise, it is making her do that. Obviously, it's not actually an old lady. It's actually it. Pennywise, the dancing clown. And Pennywise, it's not its actual form, as we know. But I think they're going to go. I think this year, guys, right? We all think it's going to be a giant spider in the movie for the final battle. I don't think it's going to be a giant spider. I think what they're going to do, it's going to be the spider, the giant spider, but it's going to be something else. I think here's the thing that I think they're going to do. It's going to be Pennywise, a giant demon Pennywise, giant spider thing. Or they're going to put every single monster that it turns into one giant monster. It's going to be every monster combined into one. And it's going to be huge. And they're going to have to kill it. I hope it's not just a giant spider. Like, you know what I mean, guys? Like, how is that going to work? Like, I don't know if that would really work. But this, as you can tell, she has like sores on her chest and stuff, and because Pennywise obviously is kind of controlling, her and stuff. But as you can tell, Beverly's looking at a picture. If you look behind her, there's someone there peeking behind the wall, and it's the old lady, but she's naked. Remember that thing I talked about, the It Chapter 2 knows about the scene they were remaking, and there was an old lady and she ran at Beverly and she was like naked? Well, this is the scene. And I didn't believe it at first. But holy crap. They were not joking around. This trailer kind of felt like a Conjuring movie, but at the same time it didn't. It kind of felt like a Conjuring kind of style, but there is it. There is the clown before he actually turned into Pennywise, the dancing clown. This is before he turned into the clown, which is cool. And he does look creepy in that picture for sure. I don't know, like, guys, I think this scene right here though does look pretty cool. I like that right there, this clip that shows Bill Skarsgård, but in his, like, he's kind of like Pennywise. He has that same grin and stuff, but I don't know. I think It Chapter 2, guys, for me, it's definitely gonna knock it out of the park. But here is Beverly still staring at the picture, and Pennywise is tricking Beverly, but the old lady is naked. She runs across the kitchen floor, and it's actually kind of funny, but at the same time it's kind of creepy because she's naked and stuff like that. But man, this movie, I think, for me, is just gonna be nuts. Like, man, this movie's gonna be nuts. That's all I can say. But here's the old lady literally charging at Beverly, and Beverly's moving back, and she kind of gets trapped. I wonder if Beverly, like, I wonder what's gonna happen. Is she gonna run out the door? Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, it's one of them things where I'm like, what the heck? What is going to happen? Like, when this scene is actually in the movie, the full scene, when it's all edited and everything, I wonder how it's actually gonna look. Because obviously, in the movie, it's gonna be completely different. I've seen Endgame. When I went to see Avengers Endgame, guys, the scenes were completely different. Like, the scenes were different. You could tell. They edited some stuff. The voices and everything. This movie, though, man. Oh, man. This literally has to be my most anticipated movie of 2019. Like, no doubt it has to be. Like, I've been talking about this non-stop now, and it's pretty crazy. I can't believe the trailers are already here. It only felt like a day ago I was talking about how the trailer was coming Thursday, and now it's here. And this scene right here, this clip is amazing. Love it. I love how it's shot and everything. I love how the Adult Losers Club are just the kids grown up as adults now, and you got Bill there, you got Eddie, you got, I can't remember his name. But they're all there, and they can see their reflection in the window there of their kid versions. And that's probably either a flashback or Pennywise messing with their mind. But, man oh man. Before you know it, guys, It Chapter 2 will be out in theaters. And I'm glad it comes out September 6th. That might seem like it's far away, but when you think about it, there's like only 4 weeks of each month, if not only 3. I think it's 4.5, but this scene right here, this tunnel, guys, remember when Georgie got his arm bit off, and then the camera was coming out of the tunnel, and you seen the word "it," and it went through the note "it," and that is the same tunnel that they shot that in the first movie. The same tunnel. It looks almost the same. There is a couple differences, the lighting and stuff, but other than that, this is going to be interesting. I'm definitely excited for this movie. I remember the first movie when Pennywise had a form. It was called the Painting Lady, and I'm wondering, like, is that gonna be in the movie again? That creepy painting lady? Like, I don't know if that's gonna be in the movie again. I can't see it. I think he's gonna take on a whole new form, all kinds of new forms, because, like they said, they are trying to make It Chapter 2 as scary as they possibly can make it, and that's exciting. I'm glad they're trying to make this movie scary, because a lot of people had issues with it. The first one where it was not scary, and trust me, the first one was not scary. Like, if you have a phobia of clowns, you're gonna be scared. But like, I was not scared. So, in order for them to scare me, they're gonna have to make the clowns scarier in a lot of ways. So, it's gonna be hard for them to do that. But this shot right here, love it. They have the camera behind the Losers Club, the adult versions, and they're all walking. Now I wonder what the scene is. Like, where are they heading to? Are they going to a weapons store? Are they going to plan something? Like, whatever they're planning, it's insane.
Christmas of the Mister.
Anyway, so this is gonna be interesting. Here's another scene, and the Losers Club. I like this scene. It's actually kind of cool how they're all walking, and I think they're gonna plan something. To be honest, I think they're trying to plan something to kill this demon clown, which might be the case, but it's not on camera. It's not on camera. Anyway, okay, anyway, okay, the Losers Club, so they're at the Chinese restaurant that was from, they're at the Japanese restaurant. What I was going to say is from the 1990 It. This is the one where they get the wish cracker and they open it, and like there was like a weird chicken thing in it, and it came to life, and it was like there was like this spider thing coming out of the cracker, and it came to life, and they like ran out of the restaurant because of that. So I found that scene was not that creepy in the original, so I'm hoping they can make that way better in this one. I'm sure they can, and I'm sure it's going to look a lot different. Obviously, it wouldn't surprise me if it does. But I think this is going to be nuts. The journey in this movie is going to be insane. Like the first one from 2017 was great, and now we got chapter 2 coming this year, and my uncle thought he said it should have been out in 2018. I'm like, it wouldn't be, because they're trying to build up hype, and plus they haven't started filming yet. But now they're done of it. Now I don't know what this scene is. I wonder if Eddie's like frightened by something, or he's leaving or something. But there was something kind of like that in 1990 It of chapter 2, 1990 version, where Eddie was leaving because he was scared and he didn't want to be scared anymore, and it was like, I wonder if that's going to be kind of the same thing. So guys, Pennywise is tricking someone, like we all know, Bill, in this scene, and here's Georgie in the sewer, but we all know it is not Georgie. Georgie was killed in the first movie, we all know that. So this scene's kind of cool, actually. I kind of like this. It's different. I like how they're kind of rewinding the scene and making it different than it was in the first one, but I think it's awesome. Really awesome. And I think, if I had to say, like, what do I like more about this movie? Well, it has more of a slow pace to it, and the first one had more of a faster pace to it. Well, this chapter 2, chapter 2 has more of a slower pace to it, and I like it more because you get to understand more things, you get to find out more things, but also your hype gets going. But here's Bill, and he actually kind of looks sketched out a little bit in this scene here. He looks weirded out by something in this scene, and I wonder if he's actually going to go over to the drain, and he's going to like start talking to fake Georgie. that we all know who it is, the clown, but I don't know. I think he's just gonna keep walking, and then the clown's gonna like run after him behind him or something. Then he's gonna turn around and he's not there. For a little jump scare, maybe, I don't know. But I definitely think this is gonna be insane. Definitely. But here is Bill and Beverly, and they're planning something in this scene. Now this looks kind of cool. I like how they build it up in this trailer for like saving Pennywise for last, in it for his appearance, which was awesome. But we all know, guys, It Chapter 2's budget making was pretty high. We all know how much they put into this movie, which was insane. They put a lot into this movie, way more than they did with the first one. So it has to be better. So, and Bill in the scene actually looks worried and scared out of his mind. Definitely looks like he's either planning something, scared, or worried. Maybe he's all of those things at once, but who knows? I'll have to wait until the movie comes out September 6th of 2019, which is actually not that far away when you think about it, because I'm almost done with school. I'm off for what? So right now it's, okay, next month is June, and then we have basically 3.5 months off, so the last week of June, and then July, August, then we go back to school. September 6th, 2019, which is actually not that far away. But I'm not sure what I think is going to happen, and I don't really have an idea, but this scene right here, guys, I'm actually excited for this scene, to see the adult versions go down in the sewer and try to attack Pennywise somehow, because as we all know, this time they're prepared, or are they? Like, they said they were going to be prepared next time if the clown comes back when they're adults. So if they are prepared, are they even going to kill him this time, like the clown, or is he still gonna? Is it like going to be kind of the same thing, and he's going to fall back down when he comes back? You know what I mean? Like what if like the clown doesn't actually die, but they think it's dead, then the movie ends, and then It Chapter 3 is getting made after that. Like, what if that happens? But this scene looks like very interesting. Like, it looks like they're actually prepared to go whoop Pennywise's butt. Like, no joke. And if you don't know this scene, guys, remember when Pennywise's stage was there and he started dancing on it? Well, that's not there now, so obviously they are actually trying to make this movie feel like it's 27 years later from the first movie, which is good, because it makes total sense. If you don't make it feel like it's 27 years later, it's going to affect the story in the whole movie. So I'm glad they're doing that. As you can tell, a lot of the scenes, guys, feel a lot darker than they did in the first movie, which is good. The darker the scenes, the creepier they get. And you want that, for sure, to build up the intensity. But here is I'm guessing they're gonna have like dreams of like when they're kids and stuff. Backflashes or whatever you call them. When they're kids and stuff, that's gonna be cool. I can't wait for that. I don't think this was in the first movie, because the shot, the way it's shot, it looks different. Like, it definitely looks like they either it's a backflash and they just wanted to change the camera zoning, or it's a completely new scene for a backflash that we didn't see in the first movie, an event, which will be interesting if that's the case. That'd That'd be kind of cool. I kind of hope that would happen, but we'll see. This is my second time making this like slideshow trailer breakdown, because I had to make it longer so it would show all of the scenes for this slideshow, because last time it like went to here and then it ended. So here's Eddie, and when he's an adult, and he looks terrified out of his mind. So remember that picture that people remember, the behind the scenes in chapter 2, when people were taking photos of a scene when Pennywise was on top of this lumberjack statue with balloons talking to someone, and like he started floating down? Well, you're about to see that scene, a picture of it in this from the trailer. I think it's gonna be pretty cool in the actual film, and obviously it's going to be in the movie. They can't take this out. It's too damn cool. But Bill, you know, he's probably shocked what he's seeing. But here's Pennywise floating off of the statue, and let me tell you, this is insane. I think it would be cool if when the camera's doing that, it goes up a little bit and then it zooms back behind Eddie, while the clown, so you can see the clown floating down towards Eddie to make it look like he's going to terrorize him or something. But whatever the clown is going to do in this movie, man, oh man, it's going to be nuts. Like, I can already tell that, like, Pennywise in this movie, he's going to be insane. More ticked off, he's going to be, like, more aggressive, he's going to be, like, nuts. He's going to be aggressive, that's for sure. Mean, not caring about nothing. He's just gonna do whatever he can to freaking scare the crap out of them. But I think Pennywise is for sure going to be better in this movie than he was in the first one, for so many reasons. If this movie's 3 hours long, he's definitely going to be better, because Avengers Endgame was like 3 hours and 2 minutes long, and all the characters were better, basically. But this is another scene, and it looks like the kid that was in the Losers Club is now an adult. I can't remember his name. I can't remember this character in the Losers Club. I can't remember the name of the character, but he's the one from the first one when he went to drop off something, and the door like kind of slammed open with the chain on it, and there was like burnt hands coming out of it and stuff, and then it opened all the way and banged on the wall, and then there was Pennywise in there in the cage. Well, that's this character. I can't remember his name. I think it might be Stan. I don't know. I don't know if it's Stan or not, but I think he's about to get attacked by some kind of creature. Because the way he's standing just looks like he sees something that's coming at him or something. Something insane. But whatever he sees, I'm sure it's something major. I'm sure it's something insane. It could be Pennywise. It could be Pennywise, one of his forms. Maybe. But here's a whole bunch of balloons. Man, all these red balloons. I wonder if Pennywise, I wonder if they're going to do a couple scenes in the movie where it's only going to be Pennywise talking about stuff and what he has planned or something. I think that'd be pretty damn cool. What do you guys think? I think it'd be so cool to see Pennywise plan stuff and start talking about what he's going to do. I think it'd be kind of cool if he knew where the Losers Club, the adult versions were all the time in Derry, the town at, and I think it'd be cool if there was just one scene showing him walking around trying to find them and stuff, and this shows the adult Losers Club, and then he's there and he's sneaking up on them and stuff, terrorizing the crap out of them and stuff. That'd be cool.